Talking with people with music in their genes, their blood, and in their soul. You are watching Musical Interlude. It's time for another episode of Musical Interlude. I am your host, Casey Bell, and today's guest is Jussi Vuola. Let's get the show started. When did you first discover your ability and passion for music?
I think as a little child, I was a typical kiddo having piano lessons, but I kind of got interested in the drums and made my own first kit from kettles and got a first kit then as a 10-year-old, and then I've been playing drums since. And now in the teenage years I picked up a guitar, and now I'm playing guitar and doing the vocals in this new project of mine.
So at what point did you decide to do this professionally, to make an album and things of that nature?
Well, I've been running a professional music studio for more than 10 years now, and I have been playing in the bands here in Finland for more than 20 years. And I have been writing my own music with the bands since my teenage years, and now it felt like it was time to do my own thing, and then I decided to put together this kind of album based on syntax, and there's a whole kind of system behind my style of making music.
So being that you've owned your own studio, prior to recording, apparently you had much more experience in starting recording your own album. What would you say are some of the challenges you found? Because playing at a bar or a theater, getting a band together to play, I guess you can say it's a little bit easier than getting everyone in the studio and recording and making sure the sound is good and things of that nature. What are some of the things you learned in the process in recording yourself that may have been a little bit challenging for you?
First of all, I played every instrument myself. So I kind of knew what I could do and what not, and I had a wonderful engineer to record most of the stuff. I recorded some of the vocals and some keyboards myself, but yeah, I had help. I needed to have because I was playing, I didn't want to record myself, and that was a good thing. I needed what I got what I needed, and I was happy with the process, and got a lot of help and made it all myself still. So I got what I needed, and I'm happy with the results as well. I'm on the limit of my capabilities, and that's the best of me, what you can hear.
With all of the instruments you play, would you say there's one you prefer or enjoy more so than others?
Well, I enjoyed the simplicity of playing the drums. It only took one day for the whole album, and that's my that's what I've been doing the most. So I kind of enjoyed the easiness of that part. But I actually enjoyed playing guitar, also the solos and stuff. That was kind of new to me, and it was the hardest part. But I enjoyed that too. It was a bit of a challenge.
So tell us about your new project. What is it, and what was your inspiration behind creating it?
Excuse me, which?
the project you just got finished doing.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah. The As I told you, it's based on kind of lyrical little play and kind of syntax. It's got some letters and the titles of the songs come together from this even mathematical, what is it? Kind of syntax with some even numeric kind of play around it, and yeah, I was happy when I came up with the idea, and it actually came to me in a dream, and then I kind of developed it, and this is what I got, and the whole album will tell the whole story kind of, and yeah, it was nice kind of start to this whole thing, and then I got this little stipend last summer, and I got this funding going on that I could like focus on writing the music, and I actually did it in, let's say, 2 months, and then in the end of August last year, I booked my own studio and made it reality. So that was the process, and now after a few months, I had it all mixed by Jaime Gomez Arellano. He's been doing a lot of bands that inspire me, like Paradise Lost and Coast and bands like that. And yeah, I have been doing some work with him previously, but this was the first big project that we did together, and I was very happy with the results, and our like we spoke the same language, and yeah, the end result is diamond, if you ask me. I'm like really happy with the results, and you know, I do mixing myself, and I do mastering myself with my own projects and customers, but I wanted to give this to be processed by the best, and I'm happy I like was able to do that, and yeah, you can hear the whole album in May, and the next single is going to be released in April, in 2 weeks.
Okay, so you said May, right?
Excuse me?
So being that you recorded the entire album yourself,
Yeah.
How would you, if you decided to perform any of these tracks live, how would you do that? Would you perform against the track, or would you hire musicians to play the different instruments?
Yeah, actually, I have a band now, and
Okay.
on the next single, it's going to have a wonderful video. We just shot it with the band, and in that video, the band kind of gets together for the first time. Actually, it was the first time. I know the youngsters, and they're wonderful players, and I have been recording them and playing with them in tours and so on. So yeah, we had a wonderful evening here at the studio, and made a video together. And yeah, next thing is that we're gonna rehearse the whole album, and yeah, one week after the album is released, we're going to have a release party as well and play the whole album live.
Cool. So you are in Finland.
Yes.
What is it like in Finland right now as far as Corona? Are you able to perform inside buildings yet, or are you doing all outside or outdoor performances?
We are actually starting to have the indoors gigs and so on. I'm not actually sure if we have any restrictions anymore. I don't think so. It's complicated. It's been changing all the time, but yeah, now we are able to see bands and play live again. So yeah, it's complicated. People are kind of a bit afraid still to go and see live music, and venues are still struggling a bit. But yeah, it's starting again, and of course in the summer we are going to have some more festivals and outdoor things going on as well. And it's starting, the festival season is starting here as well.
So how did you do those first 2 years of being, a musician, even owning a studio where most of your fun time is being indoors with people and performing and things of that nature? Even in the studio, I'm sure you had to close that down for the first year.
Yeah.
What did you do? How did you cope? How was your mental mindset during all of that time?
Yeah, actually the Corona years, I did some like audiovisual system design for a company. I was a sub, and yeah, that saved a lot of financial and other problems. And at the studio, yeah, I needed to kind of close. I would say that more than half of the recording productions got delayed or canceled. But then we came up with this wonderful live streaming thing. We had it under title "We Are Sonic Temple," and yeah, we had great bands playing here, and we streamed some studio live things to YouTube and so on. So I actually had a lot of things happening in the Corona years, and I was happy to cope quite well. And of course, yeah, this all kind of gave me energy to put this my own solo project together as well. So I think I would say that the Corona years were kind of gentle for me. Of course, it was a lot of learning new things, and it was a bit weird, but yeah, I'm still here. I had my Corona only a few weeks ago, and it was quite easy, and I got vaccinated and everything, so I'm still alive.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So my last question for you, I know here in America, schools teach music, how to write music, compose, play, and things of that nature. Something they do not teach in classes is the business side of music. Yeah. So what is something that you learned in business that you wish someone would have told you before you learned it?
Oh, yeah. That's a hard question, actually. I have been happy to being able to work both in music industry and some other areas of like audiovisual things. I'm a sound designer myself, and I have been working in theaters. I have been teaching some audio, and the music industry hasn't been my own only income. So I have been able to combine things, and it it has been quite okay for me, because the music hasn't been my only thing. But yeah, it's complicated nowadays with record sales going to almost zero, and you have to do you have to be a multi-talent to cope in the music industry, basically. And yeah, maybe that's something that I have learned, that you shouldn't play all your cards to the music industry. At least that's the case here in Finland. That's why I'm trying to push this to international market as well. And I did it with English and some other languages, this album. And yeah, it's complicated when, at least when you're on a small fragmented music industry. And yeah, it's hard to make your living by just playing, basically. And that has been reality for me. And I wish I had someone to say that, yeah, play your cards wisely.
With you, my love, the Holy Spirit's rise, and the wild horse is right. I feel divine, but darkness follows. You and I, carrying the load through joy and sorrow. The fear, illness and the tears, they're hard to swallow. Be it so. If you should go, I will follow.
I want to thank our guest, Jussi Vuola, for stopping on by, and the youth audience, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.